Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. Wade Middleton and the crew are visiting the world-famous Lake Guntersville, and they're in good company with several other Garmin Pro staffers as they learn more about the new Garmin 7600 series and its immense capabilities with the Garmin Panoptix technology.
Panoptix, the newest product out there from Garmin, and it's going to revolutionize fishing. I mean, of how we know how to use electronics to catch fish and to better find fish. I mean, it's changed, how I fish. I mean, it gives me more confidence.
The thing that I think Garmin's going to give me a huge advantage of is actually seeing things real time. What I see in my screen is what I'm casting at. What we always do with traditional sonar is we're looking straight down. And so basically then, as we move forward, we're seeing what's in the past. We got to turn around to fishing. Well, now actually what you're looking at is what you can throw at and fish.
The Panoptix is the future of fishing. We can see our lures coming in. We can choose the proper lures for the depth of fish you're in. You know, you're running a crankbait and it's running 4 to 6 foot. Fish are down 8 to 12. Change crankbait, you'll see it coming back in. You get to a deeper diving crankbait, and you're right in the strike zone. I mean, it makes fishing so much easier when you go to a new body of water for the first time, because now you can really identify with the bass, figure out where they're feeding, what depth they're at, and really learn how they're reacting to your lures. To be able to see that kind of stuff and understand it and then interpret it, put it into your game, unbelievable.
I think it's even going to get better. I have no idea what Garmin's going to bring because they're pushing so strong right now. I mean, they're making a push forward in the marine bass fishing world that's really second to none.
Along with the new 7600 series units, Garmin also offers Lake VU HD Ultra, an accessory product that has incredible features.
You get dynamic lake level, so as the lakes rise and fall, you can make changes to the lake level and see those adjustments occur not only in just the shoreline but also in the contour intervals. So if the lake is down 5 feet today, your 10-foot intervals are now changing to 5 feet.
With as much drought and flooding that we have, as far as those contour lines go, I can actually change the setting. Lake's 5 foot low, I can actually change that. And so the new shoreline now will show on there and show where it is. To me, that's really, really cool. Garmin's bringing things that I need to be a better angler.
We also have depth range shading. So that allows the fishermen to shade an area where the fish are biting. So if they're biting at like 12 feet today, you can set the depth range shading from 10 feet to 13 feet, and it's going to highlight all of those areas on the map.
What we're going to do right now is basically we're coming into this big bay. It's a big spawning bay, and I just want the furthest out shallow water. I want the furthest out hump, which is, there's a little thing that butts out right there, and it tops it out about 3.5, 4 feet. So what we're going to do right now is come on in. And that's really the key. I'll find a contour line that I want, a depth basically, and then I want it to stick out in the middle of something. I want it to pull it out. So those fish, if they're 2.5 feet, they come all the way out here in the middle where it's 2.5 feet, as opposed to go all the way to the back where it's 2.5 feet. Gives them a little more security. There's deeper water out here. Gives them a little more security out here. So that's what I'm going to use these Garmin units for, is just really, doing a lot of my homework that I used to do with casting and dragging a worm, see, oh, there's a stump. I don't have to do that anymore. I can use my side scan, I can use my mapping, I can use my sonar. I can find all that stuff from sitting right here. Let's see if I can catch them now.
We also provide high-resolution relief shading on those 6,700 lakes. That gives you like a three-dimensional view of what's under the water so that you can easily see those drop-offs and humps and holes. And with our 72 max depth lakes, those are lakes that Garmin has surveyed with our survey crew. You also get sonar imagery. So this is like a bottom hardness map. You can clearly see the hard areas, they're shown in bright white, and you can see the softer bed areas, those are shown in a darker color. And really what you're looking for is those transition areas where the fish seem to congregate. And we give you surface and side scan photos. So for those anglers that just need a place to start, they just need to find some type of structure, we show that on the map so that they know, hey, there's a place right out here that I might be able to start from.
When Americana Outdoors returns, we'll find out how you can get your hands on what the pros are using.
Fat one. Not a giant. Fat, healthy one though.